what I want to build and get a creative team going is a creative team that is built around the presence of God.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen personally just watching, I have seen Christian creatives that are just, like you said, they're making a name for themselves. And like, I love my church where I come from. I believe we build things around the presence of God, and I've seen the fruit of it. It's not built around one person. And so that's my heart. Like going over there, I've asked the Lord, like, what's the assignment? He's like, build a healthy, creative team that is built around the presence, not about themselves. Um, that if you were to leave, it would continue. Because that's a big thing. I feel like even going back to where the creatives now, like what I've seen, what I've watched in the creatives is they can be the most dramatic people in the room sometimes, and they want it all for them. It's kind of very similar how Lucifer was, like he was about me. And so going in there, like that's why I was sitting down with someone, they were like, you're going to go past your creatives because you don't really come from that like world as much as they are. Excuse me. Be so that's it. Like if I could teach a team, like we're doing this without the presence or not, like we're not going without the presence of God. Like how can you? That's another like how can you do something without the presence? And so that's like my heart. Going in to answer your question, like seeing all that, yeah, like that's the one prayer. If you could, whoever's listening, like pray for the creatives to create with the presence, not outside of it. Um, like the Lord's ways over our ways, and that's the borderline. I felt like even going to Mercy Culture these last 3 years, those were the lessons I was being taught to implement. The Lord knew I was there to implement that into this next season. Um, yeah, I mean that's all what Axel's about. Like that's what Pastor Jasmine talks about all the time. Like kingdom over competition and unity over all these things. Like there's a certain principles that Axel stands for that I want to implement because it's kingdom principles in the creative community. So